When something doesn't work, just use force. That always works for me.
There you go.
Boom!
Success.
Let's get to work. Okay, well, we have our work cut out for us. We all knew that this was one of the most dangerous things humanly possible to drive. Now I'm here to tell you that it's even more dangerous. There are so many things we have to address in this car. I mean, obviously it was built in '94, but let's please start with the wheels, tires, and brakes.
They are Toyo tires with the, what brand wheels?
It's a Halbrand knockoff.
Halbrand knockoff, yeah.
Toyo Proxy's on it right now. These are brand new tires. I mean, I was really limited to the size of the tire on a 16-inch wheel.
Well, too, when we upgrade the suspension, it'll help with the braking as well.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and it'll definitely help with this thing wandering all over the road. I mean,
Remake of the lights and all the aesthetics.
most definitely. I mean, look at these things.
The rusted bezels.
Rusted bezels.
Black them all out.
You know, it's an archaic look. I mean,
Yeah.
obviously you want to keep it along the lines of the traditional 65 Cobra, or the early year Cobra, because that's what was so beautiful. Yeah, and like I said, everything that you see that's chrome right now will not be in the future. I want to powder coat it all flat black. I mean, I may go gloss with a couple areas, but
Accent it with the
yeah,
couple
we'll have to
gloss
figure
items.
that out. But you know, I mean, these latches, you know, I don't have the key, there's no question about that, but I don't believe that you should have to lock this every single time to make sure that these don't come undone, because they do come undone every single time you take this thing out, and obviously that's a hazard right there.
It looks, I mean, I don't want to take away from the look of the car, but having a flush, low profile.
Yeah, I think it'll bring it up to date aesthetically, but still pay homage to its original beauty.
Where we're gonna put the mirror.
I think I want to get rid of this. Like, I don't want to rip it off right now as much as I really do want to rip it off, but I want to relocate it up here.
Yeah.
Maybe get to you know, add our little touch to it, but still, obviously, 90% of it we're going to keep in line with the beautiful aesthetics that it came with. So,
Fix the broken rearview mirror.
fix the broken rearview mirror, replace the bolts that have been sheared out of the windshield. I did that one with Wanda's father driving in the car, and I ironically did that one yesterday. Anyway, all that bullshit to the side, let's tear this sumbitch down. Okay, what do we need to do to start? I know, but they need to know.
We gotta lift it up with the Go Jacks and get the arms under the side pipes.
Tell you what, these things sure do come in handy. I don't like to have to use them right now, but the fact that we have them to use them
It's a lifesaver.
is a lifesaver. When something doesn't work, just use force. That always works for me. That long one's in the front also?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, going up.
I was waiting for the Go Jacks to hook to the tires to actually be lifted off the ground.
That side good? This
Yeah.
side is, yeah.
Well, actually, you know, we massaged it a little bit. We worked on this car
The
for
carburetor.
a very short period of time just to get it running and getting it on the road. And getting it on the road brought us to the conclusion that it needs to be seriously updated. So that's That's the process we're beginning now. And it's been in need of this for a long period of time. Just the car was stationary for a number of years, along with everything else, while the garage was completed. And I knew this day would come, and I'm happy for it. The teardown's usually kind of the fun part, because shit comes flying off pretty easily. Kind of like the tread on these fucking tires. Look at the rear.
I see them, they're torn up.
They're completely torn up. Maybe that had something to do with the
You got one good burnout in. Donut.
I like to honestly break stuff loose and then bring in the impact driver. Just so that
That socket's real tight in there too.
yeah. I mean, I would imagine because it's a kit car, it's as rudimentary as humanly possible. So you could probably use a knife, a fork, and a spoon to rebuild one of these things. I mean, that may come back to bite me, but I would be flabbergasted if you needed something special for these cars.
When a car uses a flathead screw,
Yes.
you know it's got some rudimentary
100%.
fasteners.
But again, that's part of the beauty of a kit car,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, that one does have the special.
The spacers.
The different lug nuts.
It was that close.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about, the ones with the wash.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, look at that, Brembo and Willwood.
That's wild.
Probably
wonder
used a Willwood hub
Yeah.
and the Brembo.
I wonder what Brembo and Will would think about that.
Oh.
Or do they matter? They care?
But we got to fix it because I can't have that.
I can't have that either. Absolutely not. Okay, what do we extricate next?
Well, we can take off the bars and the lights, the jack points.
Yep. First car I ever worked on was the 1976 Trans Am. That was my first vehicle. I had a broken arm at the time, and I came up with the wonderful idea of tearing the car down as my arm was broken. So I started completely tearing it down without any knowledge of rebuilding it. Come to find out that information surfaced that the vehicle was stolen. And I was in possession as my first vehicle of a stolen car. So let's just say I didn't get to finish it, and the police came and picked it up. So the story of Goldberg's first Trans Am. Fuckers. You know, at the end of the day, everything is done for a reason. And I had an affinity for these cars as a young child, and part of my driving force was that I wanted to succeed in life for various reasons. One of them, though it may be at the bottom of the totem pole, is to be able to purchase cars such as these and enjoy them and replicate the feeling that I had when I was a young kid and things were simpler. And you know, There's a bit of accomplishment out of using your hands and doing things yourself. And I'm always of the belief that I don't like to pay somebody to do something that I can do. And there's a lot of reward and gratification when you do something with your two hands. And especially something as important to me as the automobile. And especially when things are turning electric and cars are being built to where the consumer can't really work on them. I mean, this is a lot of fun for me. It's therapy. I get to spend time with my good friend. And at the end of the day, the finished package is something that puts a huge smile on my face.
One thing you learn about working on old cars is if you don't have patience, you learn about it real quick.
Yeah.
Like this bolt, I'm still working.
Like the bolt you've been working on for the last 45 minutes.
I was not leading into anything at all.
Other than that. Rudimentary, some basic technology.
This car has no aid whatsoever. It's all driver input.
It's like my favorite car in the world. Favorite car in the world is a 94 McLaren F1, right? No power steering, no power brakes, 638 horsepower. You know, it's no traction control. It's
basically
flying by the seat of your pants. But this is like flying by the seat of your pants as you're
with no pants on.
With no pants, yeah, or a seatbelt, or you know, anything. I mean, it's just it's just terrifyingly, stupidly fun. Did you ever get that bolt done, Jackson?
That would be a negative, Ghost Rider.
Do you need help?
No, maybe if you wiggle the roll cage,
it ain't got much play to it. Like, not much.
They did not make this.
Any movement?
No. Can you see where the pry bar is when I do that?
How's that?
Yeah, because let me see if when you do that, it moves around. Hold on one sec. It came out. What'd you do?
Hey man, sometimes brute force.
Most times
works.
I tell you not to get the hammer out.
Fuck it, man. It is what it is.
There it goes.
Boom!
Success.
No, I'm not gonna ruin it. Although, I
might
pounded on it for 5 minutes. The freaking hammer.
So now you should just be able to pull that one right out.
Says Jackson. He's right. Well, I guess now would be the only other way of driving it and be more dangerous. No turning back now, kid.
Nope.
Not much coming off of this vehicle gives me the satisfaction as much as this damn thing. Because how do you get to this screw right here?
Pull that off. Perfect.
It's exactly where that needs to be. Along with
that. There you go. See, I mean, it just looks that much better without the mirror.
1000%. And it's something small like that. No, it's
all right, we're done. Let's put the car back together.
No, let's not. Okay, that's it for Goldberg's Garage today. As always, if you enjoy what you saw, like, comment, and make sure you subscribe. For Jackson Hill, Goldberg's Garage, over and out.